Most people plant eggplants completely wrong, and that's why they end up with weaker plants, smaller harvests, or barely any eggplants at all. But if you plant it correctly, feed it, water it, and take care of it, these eggplants can produce a large number of eggplants. So today I'm going to show you how to grow strong, healthy eggplants. So let's go ahead and grow something tasty. One of the biggest mistakes that gardeners make is planting the eggplants too early. Eggplants, they love heat. These warm season plants, they thrive in hot temperatures and in warm soil. So if it's cool in your area, chances are you want to wait before you plant them, because they can get the growth. It's going to be stunted. It's going to have slow growth, and some of the leaves could turn yellow. So if it's cool in your area, wait a little bit so that we can get these plants up and running so they can grow nice and tall and produce lots of eggplants for us. One other mistake that you want to avoid, you want to make sure that you do not plant them in the shade. These plants love the sun. All right, so one thing with me, I'm planting in a container so I can move it around. If you're not planting in a container, make sure you look at your area, scan it, and make sure that area gets a lot of sunlight, at least 8 hours, so you can have this eggplant thriving. Now, let's talk about the soil. It matters a lot. Eggplants, they grow well in rich, loose, well-draining soil, just like this. If you're growing in the ground, chances are you want to mix in some nice compost, because that is going to feed the plant naturally and it's going to improve the soil structure. And you know the old saying, healthy soil leads to healthy plants. So now I'm just going to dig out the space for where I'm going to plant my eggplant. Before I plant the eggplant, I'm gonna put some crab and lobster shells in here. So let me go get a handful. And this has 17% calcium. So I'm trying to make sure I don't have any blossom end rot. And you can get blossom end rot with the eggplants. And most of the time, if you water irregularly, that is going to be the cause. But just in case this is low in calcium, I'm gonna go ahead and add some. And if you want some of this fertilizer, I'll put the link in the description below. All right, and just make sure you're careful about pulling the plant out. You don't want to damage the roots. All right, and I'm going to plant this at the level of the, that it came out of the little pot. So don't want to plant the stem too deep, because they're not tomato plants. So we got to be mindful of that. All right, so bring the soil back around, and we're gonna get it used to its new home. Another thing a lot of gardeners do wrong is planting the eggplants too close together. Now, I don't have to worry about that, because in a container, I'm only a 5-gallon container, I'm only putting one eggplant. Now, I am gonna grow some in the ground, and when I grow in the ground, I like to give at least 2 feet of space, so they can grow out nice, tall, and bushy. And that is going to allow the airflow to come in, because I don't want the humidity to get too close to the leaves. If they're right beside each other, that increases the chances of getting disease. And we don't want to do that. And we want to make sure you separate them so that they can get enough sunlight going all through the plant. And that is going to be a great scenario, because the plant is going to grow even larger. It's not going to get shaded out. So keep that in mind if you're planting in ground and you growing them too close together, because I used to make that mistake a lot with a lot of different plants. Now let's talk about watering. We want to make sure that we stay away from inconsistent watering, because that causes a lot of problems. We already said the blossom end rot is one. Now we want to make sure that we keep it moist and we don't let it dry out, because if it dries out, it's going to stress the plant, and if it stresses the plant, your blossoms can end up falling off, or the fruit production is going to look very, very bad, and we do not want that to happen. So I suggest when you're watering, make sure you water deep. And when you water deep, that is going to encourage strong root growth. Now, we don't want this sitting in a lot of water, because that's why we got the well draining soil. But if you water deep, that's going to encourage those roots to go down even further, and your plant is going to be very, very healthy. Now, I get this question a lot. How often do I water? All I suggest is you take your finger, you go down maybe an inch into the pot or the area, and if it's dry, you need to go ahead and water. If it's moist, you don't have to worry about it for that day. So just make sure you keep a check. This is the easiest way to tell. Now, if you didn't know, eggplants are heavy feeders, so I'm going to make sure I give them enough food so that they can produce some food for me. All right, so first thing I'm using right now, you already seen me with the granular fertilizer, but that breaks down over time. This right here is going to be immediate, and I'm using the fish and seaweed fertilizer from Neptune's Harvest, and that link will be in the description as well. And so let me mix this up. Now we want to make sure that we give it a balanced fertilizer. Right now, I'm worried about the nitrogen, making sure that it gets enough so that we can produce some big green leaves. And just before time for the fruit or the flowering and fruiting starts to happen, then I'm gonna back off the nitrogen, because I want to make sure the strong green leaves powers the fruit production. But once we get into that phase, I'm going to use a balanced fertilizer, or I'm going to use a compost tea like a Boogie Brew. That is my go-to. So let me give it some more, and I'm going to make sure I keep the leaves from going into the soil getting dirty. But I'll show you what I'm gonna do next to make sure that doesn't happen when I fertilize. Another thing to keep in mind, you can prune off the lower leaves just like this. I did one earlier because I want to keep all of this. You see the dirt on it, the soil. I want to keep that off the soil to make sure that I don't have any disease or anything like that. And it helps with the airflow as well. And so you can prune a little bit more, but I'm going to look at the plant. If I think the plant needs pruning, dead leaves, I'm gonna go ahead and take those off. So just make sure of that. All right, so we know that the eggplants can get very, very heavy. So you want to go ahead and put a stake in the ground. And so I'm gonna go ahead and do it now so I don't disturb the roots. So I got a bamboo stake, and I'm just gonna push it all the way down. And so as the plant gets larger and I get a lot of fruit, or the fruit is heavy, I can go ahead and stake it up, and it's gonna be good to go. One thing that really helps eggplants in the summertime is mulch. And it doesn't matter what type mulch you have. I'm using the wood chips right now, but you can use leaves, diced up leaves. You can use grass clippings. And one other thing that comes from that is once it breaks down, it's going to also help feed your plant. And so this right here is going to help it retain moisture. So during those real hot days, even though it loves the heat, we want to make sure that we keep it moist, and mulch is going to do that. And it's also going to help suppress the weeds. And so if you suppress the weeds, then we don't have to worry about this eggplant competing for food, because it's getting all the food. And now when I water, I don't have to worry about the leaves getting dirty, because the soil is being covered by the wood chips. That's another plus. Now I don't have to worry about disease from the soil. I want to let you know that this video is being sponsored by Quictent. So if you're in need of a raised bed or a greenhouse, I'll put the link in the description below. So after planting, you want to make sure that you come out and check your eggplant to make sure that it's still doing well, and make sure that it's not being attacked by pests, because if so, you may want to spray something like neem oil, or depending on what type of insect is messing with it. But you just check that, and then you want to make sure that you do the finger test, make sure that you're watering consistently, because we don't want to let this dry out. And especially this is in a pot, a container, I got to make sure that it stays nice and moist so that it can get nice and large. And once the eggplant gets larger and it start putting on flowers and about to fruit, then I want to make sure I have like a good compost tea so that it can get what it needs. and have a balanced fertilizer to make sure that you're not just pouring nitrogen on it, because we want the leaves to power the production of the actual eggplant. All right, so you keep those things in mind and you're gonna be well on your way to having a big plant and a lot of eggplants. If you can avoid some of these common mistakes and plant your eggplant the right way, you're gonna grow a strong, healthy plant with loads of eggplants this season. Now, if you enjoy gardening and growing your own food, subscribe to Gardening with Bear Brown, because we're gonna be growing something tasty all season long. All right, I'll see you in the next video over here.